Well, we've checked in with the Red Deer Hornets in advance of the big Pee Wee football final on the weekend. We now check in with the Red Deer Steelers, the defending league and provincial champions, head coach Greg Thompson. Greg, tell us how this season went for you and how you basically how you managed to get back to the final.
This year was a little bit of a different one. We lost a lot of kids last year, and it made for an interesting spring camp and coming into the year. And it took us a while to get going, but I think we're starting to kind of turn that curve and get going in the right path where we need to be in a final and go into provincials, hopefully.
Talk about, I don't know if you call it the biggest differences or perhaps the biggest challenges presented to the Steelers being the reigning champions. Obviously that presents a little incentive for other teams to be coming harder at you, perhaps.
Definitely. We didn't get an easy game this year, that's for sure. We were matched up against the top tier teams in the Pee Wee League all the way through, and we had to earn our way right into second place and all the way to the final.
Proud of how your boys have responded so far?
Yeah, I'm very proud of the boys. They've put in a lot of work and a lot of effort to get here, and we just got to keep going to finish off this path.
How would you sum up Red Deer Steelers football in terms of style?
Hard-nosed, physical, mean, tenacious, and play through the whistles. Right, go, get on it.
Yeah, hard edge with the Steelers nickname, so hard edge with the style of play also. Now, the other unique part about this football game on the weekend, obviously, it's your cross-city rivals, the Red Deer Hornets. Do you notice your boys getting up just even that much more, knowing they're playing some of their friends, some of their schoolmates?
No, I don't think it's really set in yet. I think Saturday, once they kind of line up across them, I think that's where it's going to set in, and the bragging rights are up between us coaches that play together and the kids that go to school with each other. The bragging rights are there, and it'll be an interesting little battle on Saturday.
And bragging rights on the line for the Steelers. Last year you became the first ever Red Deer football team to win a provincial title, and no doubt that's something you want to hang on to as long as possible.
That would definitely be nice to hang on to that. It's a tough sledge. We don't get the easy road into provincials this year where we get the automatic bye into the final. We still have to play the semi and travel all the way through to get there this year. So it'll be a tough sled if we get there.
Who are some of the Steelers players to watch for in this big game?
I would say Ben Paziak's probably going to be your player that you're going to want to key on the most. Somebody like Fish and Pest are the other two guys, and maybe even Graydon.
We talked about the rivalry between the two teams. Now I want to ask for your comments on the rivalry between you, the head coach of the Steelers, and your good buddy Corey Pusey, the head coach of the Red Deer Hornets. I know you guys are teammates on the Buccaneers senior team. That presents a unique relationship when it comes to this big game.
Yeah, we're friends throughout the football season, but when we play each other, we don't really talk, and we usually take it to heart when we lose to one of each other, and we just let it be and let the better coach win.
So it may not be right after the game on Saturday, but at some point you guys will have a good laugh no matter what happens during the game.
Yeah, normally we do. It usually takes us a couple of weeks to get around, depending on where the loss is for who it is, and hey, that's part of the game, and that's the competitive nature of why we're here and what we do.
Well, good luck to head coach Greg Thompson and the rest of the Red Deer Steelers going for their second consecutive Central Alberta Pee Wee Football Championship this weekend versus the Red Deer Hornets.